From the studios of Foxboro Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Hello and welcome to Around Foxborough. My name is Chris Allen. I'm here tonight with Miller Kananowicz, who is a brand new, fresh country music star. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
17 years old. I've been playing music since I was a freshman in high school. Been playing guitar. Started singing a little later. I've been in love with music all my life. You know, my dad really had a huge part in that, and I think music is huge for me, and that's a little bit about me, I guess.
So what style of music do you create?
Do I create? I would say it's country music. Not more of the more recent pop country music, but more almost folk-ish.
Okay.
But you know, I'd say the music I make is also a lot different from the music I listen to. You know, I listen to a lot of country, but I feel like I also listen to a lot of soul. I listen to a lot of jazz, blues, and I feel like that's where I've gotten a lot of my inspirations from. And I feel like it comes from a lot of different places, and that's why I think it's not necessarily just country. It was why I think it's not necessarily its own thing, but it's different.
Very cool. Who are some of your inspirations?
You know, definitely Zach Bryan. I know he's newer, but he's a huge inspiration for me. He's honestly what I would say got me into country music in the first place. And then there's also Tyler Childers, who's amazing. I love Marvin Gaye. I love Jack Johnson, Sly and the Family Stone, Charles Bradley. Like, I could go on. There's so many people that have inspired me.
That's awesome. Man, starting playing guitar in freshman year to 3 years later, and you're performing. Where do you perform usually?
I play out, you know, at the local areas. I don't know if you know, there's a place called The Gavel in the center of Rentham right near my school.
Okay.
I played at the Chieftain. I play at Jalapenos, this place in Walpole.
Yep.
You know, I play around. I've played in Providence before in breweries and stuff. I've had a lot of different experiences, and it's really cool.
That's a heck of a ride.
Yeah.
Going from, had you ever played instruments before freshman year?
I had never, unless you count recorder in elementary school, but...
We'll count recorder in
We'll count
elementary
recorder?
school.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go. But other than recorder, I had never really played an instrument.
Wow.
Yeah.
Self-taught or?
Yeah, I'm self-taught. I started, you know, I took a guitar class in freshman year. Didn't really teach me. It was more just a class where you get an hour and you get to play by yourself.
Okay.
But through that, I think that kind of like instilled it's like a day-to-day thing that I always had to do. I had to play in that class, and that kind of created a schedule for me. And that got me really into it. And then I started really teaching myself, and yeah.
That's cool. What gave you the push to jump from just guitar to also the vocals?
Also the vocals. I think, you know, I started playing guitar, and I was like, you know, just playing the melodies isn't enough for me. I'd love to like be able to sing along to the songs as well, because that's what really makes a song pop, and that's what gives it its life. So I tried it out, you know, sung in my room while I was playing guitar until, you know, my parents would hear me and they'd be like, why don't you come out and sing for us? And eventually I got the courage to go out, and it was at I think it was like a family friend vacation I played for a bunch of people, and they all said they thought it was pretty good, and they're like, I think they were the ones who encouraged me and pushed me to start playing gigs.
That's really cool. I hear you've got, I think, one song that's TikTok famous.
I think you could. It's a song. I mean, I played a song on TikTok that it went pretty viral. I was just covering it.
Okay.
It was "Feathered Indians" by Tyler Childers.
Okay.
But I had a song that I put out in my junior year. This was before I started actually playing out and playing at gigs. It's kind of a joke now, but it was called Bad Blooded. It was the first song I ever put out. I was in my buddy's basement, and his dad has all this music technology, and we were down there. It was me, his dad, and his dad's friend, who's a drummer, Mr. Zahner and Mr. Blakeslee. Shout out to both of you guys, and thank you. We all just hung out down there for probably around 3-4 hours, and just I had the song already written there, like, let's just make it real. Why not? And we did it, and I ended up putting it out on Spotify, and I got some good good reactions from people in my school.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've got a nice group of people that really wants you to succeed.
Definitely. I would definitely say that. You know, my family has always been there for me. My mom, my dad, my sister, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles. Genuinely, everyone has always pushed me and always been there for me. They come to all my gigs. They're so supportive, and you know, they've put a lot of money into it, and I think I've made some back, and I just appreciate, you know, the investment they made in me and the support.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, as a parent, you don't think about the money.
Yeah.
You're just thinking about
Definitely.
the best for your kids. But it's really cool. So where can people find you if they're interested in hearing some of your songs?
You can find me on Spotify, you can find me on TikTok, on Instagram. Those three are the major platforms. You know, I'm not really on I'm not on Facebook. I'm not
a SoundCloud rapper.
I'm not a SoundCloud rapper. I have 2 songs out on Spotify. Feel free to go stream them.
Absolutely.
Anyone can. On my TikTok, it's mostly covers of songs. I think I've played some originals on there, and Instagram is more just like a business account where I try and get businesses to follow and keep in touch with people. People can DM me on Instagram if they're interested in anything.
Cool. Handled the same on all 3, or?
Yeah. If you search up Miller Kananowicz, it's a pretty unique name. It should hopefully pop up, I think.
So I'm impressed by how quickly from the outside, it seems like this has all coalesced kind of quickly. What's the most surprising thing that you've learned kind of getting into the industry?
I think the most surprising thing that I've learned is that if you really want to succeed, I think all you really need to do is make the effort and push yourself out there, network with people, and not be afraid to do things, because it wasn't easy to record and put out a song. You know, there's people that aren't so nice about certain things, but if you do that and you have the confidence to do that, it gives you results. When you do, it gives you results, and I think that's really all you need to do is actually take action on the things that you want to do in life.
You have any advice for people who maybe aren't feeling that confident?
I think going to people that you're not necessarily friends with or you're not close with and hearing their feedback is really important, because obviously, you know, mom, parents and friends, they can just be trying to be nice. And I think it's important to hear feedback from people that you aren't close with, because that's where you get the most honest feedback.
So what has it been like, you know, in the whole school? You said you were at King Philip?
Yeah, King Philip High School.
How's the reception been there?
The reception, it was really cool, and it was almost unique in a way. So the day after I put it out, I had a bunch of people come and telling me that they loved it, and which I wasn't necessarily expecting. I was really nervous about it, but a ton of people came by in school and said it to me personally. A lot of people texted me, and it was just awesome to see that, because it was something to see something that you make in your room become real, and to have people respond to that is such an awesome thing. And one of the best parts about it was my song actually got played at prom last year, which was really cool.
That's really cool.
And yeah, everyone was dancing to it, and it was a really cool moment, a kind of a full circle moment for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine how that must feel, having an auditorium full of people jamming out to your song.
Yeah, it was really cool. I almost missed it. I was in the bathroom when it started happening, but then a bunch of my friends came and got me and told me that it was playing, and I just got to hear the end of it. But it was so surprising, and I think just a really cool moment and something that I'll never forget. It was awesome.
That's awesome. So I don't think you have 2 on Spotify?
I have 2 on Spotify. The first one I put out was Bad Blood, and the second one was What Kills and What Cures.
Cool.
Which it hasn't got because when I put that first song out, nobody had really known that I was doing music or that I play music. So it was more surprising for everyone. And the second one still got, I've gotten compliments for it, and People have said that they think it's good, but not as crazy as the first one was.
Yeah. Do you have any, what are your plans for your career going forward?
For my career going forward, so I'm going to go to college. I just recently enrolled at the University of Tennessee.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
I'm majoring in music there.
It's a great place to major in music.
It's a great place to major in music, right in Knoxville. It's going to be awesome. Only 2 hours from Nashville as well.
That's really cool.
Which is perfect. But I'm going to see how it goes, I guess. I'm going to see how it goes in college, if I think it's taking me in the right direction, and if I'm getting enough traction and making enough. I think, obviously, I'll take that route because that's what I love to do, and it's my dream. But things go sideways. I can always switch to major in business at Tennessee, but I'd really love to play music as a career. That would be an amazing opportunity.
Do you have anybody like in your entourage that you can tap? I know you said your friend's dad was on drums and had the recording equipment. Do you have anybody that you would be interested in maybe doing a band or something?
Yeah, I have.
I know it's you can be very successful on your own.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to disparage that. I'm just are
Oh,
there
yeah.
other people that you're?
Totally. There's definitely. I know a lot of very talented people. I've got a lot of, all my friends play guitar.
Cool.
You know, kind of like once I started getting into it, they started they liked listening to me play. So they're like, and I kind of like encouraged them to start learning. So they started playing too. But I have this one friend, Aiden Carone, who plays electric guitar, and he's very, very, very talented kid. And I would love to start a band with him. I would love to play with him. I've had people reach out to me before. Just recently, actually, this one girl reached out to me. She's in the New England area, and she's also a musician, and she wants to like do some duo stuff, and I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of talented people in the area, and there's definitely opportunities with all those people, I think.
Cool. What would be your dream show?
My dream show. That's a good question. This is like I'm like famous and like I can play anywhere
famous.
I want.
You can play with whoever you want, wherever you want.
Oh, with whoever.
Yeah, or you know, what's the ideal? What's the goal?
Ideal. I would say it would be. I don't know if you know about this, but Zach Bryan just sold out like the largest ticketed concert in the history, at least I think in the U.S. in Michigan.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I would say we revisit that stadium. You get me, Zach Bryan, Tyler Childers, and throw Chris Stapleton in there, and that would be a pretty sweet.
Absolutely.
4 people, or if I'm
Yeah.
at that level.
No, that would be cool.
That would be really cool.
So, you know, you're going to college in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Or
soon.
next year?
Yeah, next year.
What's the end of this year into the summer look like for you? Do you have anything lined up?
Yes.
Where people can come see?
Definitely. I am actually I'm going to be very booked for this summer. My mom's definitely on it, and she's making sure I have something lined up about every week. I'm going to be playing around a lot of local areas. If you look on my Instagram, and if you want to DM me, if there's anyone curious, I can definitely tell you some dates, but they're not on the top of my mind. But I will definitely have at least a show or two within every month of the summer. But I go back to school actually pretty soon because Southern schools go back sooner. So I go back early August. So I'll have plenty of gigs between now and that time though. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Actually, sorry, one more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got an amazing opportunity. I don't know if you know Patriots Place Citizens Crest.
Yeah.
But I played there recently, and I got the opportunity to play at Zach Bryan's concert before. Awesome. There's a little stage in Patriots Place.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play there before he gets on, kind of just to get everyone excited before the concert.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was very excited to hear that, to get that offer. I'm playing both days. He's got 2 concerts in Foxborough in October, and I'm playing before both of those. It's official, so
that's awesome.
I'm very excited for that, and make sure to swing by if anyone's interested.
Hey, if you're going to see Zach Bryan,
I'll be there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in and
of course, thank you for having me.
Sharing your experience, your journey. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. This has been Around Foxborough. Executive producer is Michael Weber. Director is Paul Beck. Producer is Jury Love. And fcatv.org. And
Miller Kananowicz.
thank you very much.